The Thirsty Dog Inn is always open. I am? Why do you ask? A note? Let me see. What does the good wall captain have to say? Oh, well, thank you for bringing me this. Is there anything I can do for you? The Otsia? She hasn't seen many visitors lately. She lives by herself in an alley to the southeast. You don't want to be seen with her. The Red Hand have eyes everywhere and they've little love for Nadini. Wait until nightfall, when the city is clad in darkness and the guards are drunk. My bed is upstairs. No, don't get ideas. I'm not offering myself to you. But you look ruined by the day's efforts. What have you been doing outside the city walls? Use the bed, then go and speak with Nadini after dark. You'll find her shack in an alley to the southeast of this inn. One thing you'll learn fast in Tortage is that all the important business goes on when the moon rises.
All questions have answers if you know where to look. I am Nadini. Those who need to seek me out for advice or a sage's tales are invited to do so freely. Who told you this? You are not one of Strom's minions, are you? I want nothing to do with the tyrant or the corrupted, weak-souled wretches who serve him. Then you cannot be one of Strom's men. Know this, friend. The tyrant of Tortage lets few souls leave the island. The Barachan Isles are his plaything since his Red Hand faction rose to power. I will aid you in building a new life here, if you wish. Is that what ails you? You bear a sinister mark on your flesh that pains me just to look upon it. Hide it from the eyes of others, for it is an omen of destiny. But as to your past, why, you have the features and strength of the unconquerable Cimmerian clansfolk. You are no doubt one of their tenacious people. Tell me, what ghosts of memories play out behind your closed eyes? A soldier's heart beats in your chest. The power in your sinew is matched by the fire in your eyes. You have the deaths of many on your hands, even if no longer in your memory. You were born for bloodshed, and the siren song of battle will always call to you. As your arms grow stronger with each driven blade, so too will your heart's fairness. Tempered by skill and instinct, your blows will cleave skulls, and your battle cries will put the fear of the gods into your foes. Wars will be won and lost by the weapons you hold in your hands. Then I will send you to one who can aid you. He will help you recall the skills you once knew. Sigurd, the owner of the Thirsty Dog Inn. In his glory days, he sailed the seas as a privateer, and, if you believe the tales, fought at the side of Conan before the Cimmerian claimed the throne of Aquilonia. Sigurd will reforge you like a broken blade made whole once more. It is the heart of the city, as I'm sure you will learn. And for you, it will be a home of sorts, while you work with your trainer. Actually, you will not. The Lord and Master of Tortage, Strom, only allows loyal ships to leave the harbor. A resistance fights against him, thus the tyrant has blockaded the city in an attempt to hunt them down. Now, before you go, I would offer a warning. The mark mark on your chest. I will speak of nothing unless I am sure it is the truth. I warn you, you should seek out the cause of it if you can. Men and women with dark hearts and darker powers will recognize it and seek to use you. Go to the one who will train you and tell them I sent you. Yes, so we shall see.
Welcome to the Thirsty Dog. Aye, I would be. And what's it to you, wharf rat? Have you come for the ale, or come about settling some old grudge? I warn you now, if you've heard my skills have dulled, you've heard only lies. Ha! My mistake. Laranga sent word about you. You're no pirate. You're that half-drowned ex-slave who washed up on the shore. Well, bony old Nadini was right to say I could help you. Used to be a warrior, did you? Muscles all knotted from your time in the hold? Head wound knock all the skill clean out of your skull? I can and I will, for a price. Truth is, best way to recall the way your blade once rose and fell is to get right back into the bloodshed and feel it for yourself. Every time I fight, I think back to the first bastard I killed. Perhaps a little battle will bring your memory back. Aye, that I did. Here's how I see the deal taking shape. There's a fellow named Arius in Tortage. If the talk of the town is true, he's an agent of that glad-hearted killer of curs, old Conan himself. The dark part of it is that Arius was taken by Strom's guards, those dogs in the red hand tabards. That I do. It'll prove you worthy of my trust, for I'm a man who only shares trust when it is earned through deeds, not begged for with words. The Red Hand took Arius to White Sands Isle, there to meet execution, or die by the hands of the Pictish savages crawling over the island. Find him, save him, then we'll talk. He's not. At least not yet, as far as I know. My barmaid, Tina, her younger brother, Si-Khu, was aboard a ship that pulled into harbour earlier tonight. Arius was due to meet the boy, but was arrested before he got the chance. An agent of Conan who owes us a favour is too sweet a deal to turn down. So we save him. There's a boat in the northern part of the harbour. A little rowboat. Take that. Be careful.
It's good to see a friendly face. It seems this old scoundrel's luck hasn't quite run dry, eh? Thank you for seeing off those bloody Picts. I lost my sword when I was arrested by the Red Hand. I am an agent of King Conan, sure enough. He sent me to Tortage so I might look into all this talk of a great war rising in Stygia. There was a Stygian boy, Si-Khu, I needed to speak with. That plan seems to have failed, eh? They're dead, slain by another who sought to aid me. I said I'd stay here out of Strom's clutches for a time. I'd not realized the true extent of the Picts' numbers on this godforsaken isle. King Conan himself values my life, so I thank you for saving it. I've a grave duty to do. I will go back to Tortage Island, though my life is forfeit if I'm caught within the city walls. Go ahead of me. Take my thanks to Sigurd. Goodbye.
What can I get you?
If the old man has drawn Strom's attention, it's for the best if he stays in hiding. How did the killing feel? Ha! Well enough, I wager. The sand of the Barachian Isles turned dark with Pictish blood, eh? I knew a little sword swinging would bring it all back to you.
Aye, that's a question that needs answering, true enough. Speak with her. Carry a wit as sharp as your blade, and you will survive.
The Thirsty Dog Inn is always open. I heard you're his new pupil, is that right? I think he's happier about it than he lets on. He's talked much about wishing he had someone to teach, so he could pass on his skills. Did he send you to look for Si-Khu? We could use every pair of eyes in the search. As I said, his name is Si-Khu. He's my half-brother. For though we share a mother, he lived in Stygia with his father's family. All I know for sure is that his father was slain recently in the razing of his village. Si-Khu booked passage here to stay with me. Arias went to meet him at the harbor, but... Arias insisted. And I had no idea there would be any danger involved. But then the old man was arrested for being an agent of King Conan, and no one has seen or heard anything of my brother. Bless you for this. If Sigurd's training you, I'll trust your blade to the ends of the earth. Look down at the harbor for him. A young Stygian boy. If he's nowhere to be seen, perhaps one of the guards there will be free with some information. Take care!
What now? Strom's crusade against the resistance has left me all but out of work, I'm afraid. It's getting to the point where I almost can't keep my eyes open anymore. Only one ship all week, and that's sealed. Death to go aboard it, sure as sure. Harbour Master's orders. What's it to you? No, I've not seen him. Get away with you. This duty is dull enough without the need to speak with fools who've lost their children. Speak with a harbour master. You cannot fool the watch.
We need to talk, you and I. Tell me where the boy Si-Khu is, and I will allow you the joy of breathing beyond the next few moments.
I don't know where the boy is. I swear by the name of any gods watching over me. I know nothing of where he was taken. I know he came on a ship.
Which ship, fool? Name the captain.
Phoenix. Captain Phoenix. He brought the boy in through the blockade. Please, please don't kill me.
Good, good. Now, Where can I find Finnick?
At the Rum and Rumble. Phoenix drinks at the Rum and Rumble. You can find him there. Kill him if you want. I don't care. Now, will you let me go?
In a manner of speaking, yes. Is there no end to the foolishness I must deal with? I want no witnesses to this.
Stand firm or walk away. Maybe I am, maybe not. Who wants to know? Ah, looking for the boy, are you? Well, you're not the only one, I can tell you that. The plague, poisoned he was. They all were, on my ship. I don't know. But I'm betting it has something to do with his sister and all the other people, innocent people. I just wish there was more I could do for them and for the boy, but hey, at least I tried, eh? Skål! Got them moved. They were supposed to be quarantined right here in the harbor, but I misled that fool of a harbor master and put them in the lighthouse. Not a lot of good it will do them, but at least it buys them a little time. As for the boy, he's doomed unless Tinar can come up with something. Anything. Well, first of all, someone's got to tell her what happened on the ship and where her brother is. I've done my part. I'm already done for, I'm afraid. As for freeing the boy, the guards are already all over the lighthouse. It will take more than an old sea captain to change that. Hell, it would probably take an army! Well, I wouldn't exactly say that. Not unless getting good and drunk is nothing to you, eh? Oh well, that boy's fate is in his sister's hands now. Hell, you should get out of here. You don't want to be seen talking to me. I will remember your face.
Is it Si-Khu? Please? Please tell me the Red Hand didn't take him. Ulrich will sell him into slavery. Gods and demons. We have to free him. We'll bring him to Ninus, the priest of Mitra. He must be able to help. That will be Quesado. That Zingaron weasel is Strom's spymaster and assassin, with his eyes peeking into everyone's secrets, and his knives gracing the throats of any who stand against the tyrant. We have to save my brother before Quesado reaches him. They haven't connected you to me yet. Run to the lighthouse beyond the south docks in the harbor and free Si-Khu. It'll be locked, of course, but I'll be a Stygian jackal if the guards aren't carrying the keys. Tell Si-Khu to come to me. I'll talk to Sigurd. He might be able to send more help. Now go! Later! I'll tell you later! Please, just go!
Hail, friend. You don't recognize me? Dark times indeed, when my face is not known to all who make a home within the Barachian Isles. I'm Valeria, and for the moment, our goals align, friend. Time to bleed some Red Hand bastards and save Tinar's brother. Take the curse to the left, I'll kill the dogs on the right. Death to the tyrant, for Tortage and the Resistance.
free! I'm free. Where is Tina? I do not think I can follow you for long, warrior. My stomach, my head, and I was poisoned. We were all poisoned. The food on the ship, they poisoned it. Many of us, we got sick, like the plague was inside us. I don't know how to thank you. I'll tell Tina. I have to go now. Thank you so much.
Hail! What can I do for you? So I see and so I hear. Valeria sent word you fed a few Red Hand curs to the crows, eh? Bloody fine work. An ally of ours, Ninus from the Mitran Temple, set the boy right with some truly foul-smelling herbs. Looks as if we live to fight another day. Aye, that we are. Valeria is the exiled ruler of Tortage, once leader of the Red Brotherhood, which Strom perverted into the Red Hand. Tina and I, we help Valeria where we can. We're all part of the resistance. That's what we work for, and that's what we'll see done. Crom, it's a hard task made all the harder with that bastard Casado sniffing around the city. But we've not come this far just to give up.
Ugh, worried that you'll get no glory despite doing all the blood work. Ha! Here you go, mercenary. You've damn well earned this. I hope it helps in the future. Ah, here comes the lad now. Aye, I do, but it's nothing you need to pull steel over. Now that we know Si-Khu will live, there is something we must ask him. Speak with the boy of his past, then consult Arius. I have a feeling the boy's tale will be of interest to the old man. You can track him down at his camp outside the city at night. Following the path past the Temple of Mitra, remember to talk to Si-Khu first. Be careful.
Yes, he is. I was so worried about him. I couldn't bear the thought of him getting hurt because of me. But now he's safe. Thanks to you. I'm in your debt, friend. I hope Sigurd gave you something to show our appreciation. I told him to.
Greetings. I have been better, much like the city itself. There is little trade to be done with the blockade, little place to sell my wares, and little opportunity to acquire fresh materials to work. I am a blacksmith with no metal, and a trader with no customers. Strom's Red Hand is well named, for they strangle all life from the city's trade. Worse than badly. Strom's men kill any who dare speak out against him or the new laws. Traitors abandon their stores or are murdered outright under suspicion of resistance involvement. Most people get by nowadays by doing favors. Are you too proud to help with a little scavenging? If you could search the empty and abandoned stalls down by the old harbor market and give me what you find, I will give you what I can as payment. My need is true enough. Down by the harbor market, a leather worker, a butcher, and a baker once worked in their own market stalls. All three are dead, executed by the Red Hand. So, they will not miss any scavengings you bring back for me. Farewell. Greetings. My thanks. May I see? This is a fine haul, my friend. These tools are valuable to someone who knows how to use them. Here is the reward I promised you. Farewell.
Aye? I'm keeping ahead of the lava flow, but by Crom, it's blistering work. The heat from the lava has dried me out like old leather. You can, as a matter of fact. There's wine in the cellar of the Temple of Mitra, just a short walk from here. Would you go and get some bottles for me? The temple lies just to the south of here, on a small hill. You don't need to go into the temple itself. There's a tunnel at the base of the hill leading to the cellar. There is one thing. At the far end of the cellar is a set of stairs, which lead down to the city sewers. Steer clear of them. There are all manner of foul things down there, and if you go and get yourself eaten, then how will I get my wine? I was starting to worry you'd gone and gotten yourself eaten in the underhalls. Let's see what you've brought me. Ah, that's just what I needed. This should be enough to see me through the rest of the day, which is good, because there's still a lot of work to be done. What do you want to talk about? Of course it is. I'm the one forging it after all. I would be ashamed if it was not the best work I can do. True. Most pirates are desperate scamps who fight with rusty cutlasses and blunted daggers. But some are fighting men who know a good sword when they see one. It's to those that I sell my blades. Would you do me a small favor? The finest blue steel is made from an ore found only in my homeland, Cimmeria. I've got a supplier who sends me this metal. There should be a crate of it down at the North Docks, just eastward of the harbor market. Would you fetch it for me? I can offer a reward. I'll dig something out of my stockpile. Take this note and find Captain Redrick at the docks. His cursed slave ship just came into port. It's got my ore on board. By Crom, if that ship sank and I lost my ore, it would still be worth it, just to end that foul trade. I know him of old. We fought side by side for a time as sellswords on battlefields in a dozen lands. He was among my closest friends. We grew up and I turned to my old trade of smithing. He became a filthy slaver. I drone on in my anger. Forget it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Fetch my ore. The boots will be yours.
Another matter to deal with? Aye, what's this now? Let me see this supposed message. Ah yes, the shipment from Cimmeria. It's still on the ship with the other cargo. Any of my crew can tell you where it is. He picks his words. I'm a trader. I buy and sell what can be sold. These days slaves fetch the best prices, if you can keep them healthy on long voyages. I know Turach does not approve, but he was always too moral for a pirate. I sailed with him for a while, you know. Ah, Turach, you northern barbarian jester! He might spit in my beard and try to forget our sword days together, but he still scrabbles for my gold like everyone else in Tortage. But such talk has a tendency to make me misty-eyed and wish for better, bloodier days. Turach was like no other sword brother. Handy with a blade, a fine eye for quality, and once tutored by no less a man than King Conan's own father. Good days. A good companion. Good weather upon you.
Hey! For the blacksmith, right? We were unloading it, but the winch on the crane is stuck. Your crate is right there in that net hanging over the hold. But we can't get it down. It's not fouled up for good or anything like that. Try giving that crane there a tug or two. You might be able to jostle it free. Good tidings.
Eh? Fine news, fine news. You were gone such a time I'd worried your skull had been split open by some back alley brigand or a wharf rat out for your coin purse. Hand it over. Gods, what's happened to it? It looks like it's been thrown around by a frost giant. It did. I don't suppose it smashed through the hull and sank the wretched thing, did it? Never figured you for one who supports slavery. Good to learn. Here's that reward I promised, though. I won this key in a dice game with a pirate last year. He swore it opened a chest of booty stored in the mausoleum on White Sands Isle.
Another day on Tortage. Another day of bad ale and bad company. I've been better. Have you seen or heard aught of the Picts flooding the forest around Tortage? I expected as much. They are present in such numbers that I worry for the future of the city. Tortage is no paradise, but it deserves better than to burn at the hands of Pictish savages. They need to be called like the animals they are. Each Pict that dies now will stare unblinking up at the sky as he rots in the sun, rather than staring with hatred at our city walls when the time for invasion comes. Be it so. Lately they have taken to preying on any who venture outside the city gates. Strom does nothing. His fears are fixed firmly upon the resistance within Tortage. And he ignores the barbarians bleeding the population in tiny trickles. I ask you to hunt them as they hunt us, and leave so many dead that they fear further vengeance.
The usual troubles. Hordes of Pictish barbarians, executions to appease a madman's will, and that witch queen, Mithril, birthing chaos each time she speaks. Even when she's not speaking spells, she's as lethal and short-tempered as a Kushite jungle cat with a thorn in its paw. The flesh eater you killed, the plant that ate living people. It seems Mithril bred the abomination. One of my trusted friends, another man wearing the red hand on his chest, but with no love for Strom. He has seen these accursed plants growing in the witch's garden. Is nothing holy on this wretched island? Are there even demons within the trees now? That's all I ask. A few of us in the Red Hand are doing the same when we chance across these demon plants during our patrols. But few of us get lucky enough to hack down any in Mithril's garden. The witch's mansion is outside of town, along the path to the volcano. Hunt well up there. As always, the unwritten law within Tortage is that any crimes by the pirates against the people here are overlooked by the Red Hand, so long as Strom's soldiers get a cut of the profits. I'm tired of this. Do you remember Tina, whom you gave my letter? She received it and I thank you, but now there is a problem. I am one of the rare blades in the Red Hand that takes no backchat or bullying from the pirates, nor do I take their bribes. A new group of these sea dogs, unable to leave because of the blockade, robbed the thirsty dog the other night. They don't realize I dislike such events. I've already jeweled one and taken his hand, but more must be done. Some of them camp up by the stone quarry. I'd ask you to go there and simply enough kill one of them and get me what they stole. Bring me his head and I'll stick it on a spear for the rest of them to see. If they fight back too hard, don't shed any tears at leaving them all dead. There will always be more. It's the head I need as a warning to any more that come.
Luck be with you. You'll likely need it. Perfect! Hand it over, and I'll plant my tree tonight. A spear in the ground with this lovely fruit stuck at the top. So die all who dare cross Laranga. My thanks. Luck be with you. You'll likely need it.